What's up, my loves? It's your girl Diamond. I'm back with my all new review of the Real Housewives of Potomac. So we are packing for Mexico. It is Ashley's birthday. Karen is packing. She's co-hosting the trip with Ashley, hoping that everything is in good standings. But the group is fractured. Candace is still at odds with Giselle. Mia called out Karen at her live show. They also are taking Wendy with them to go ahead of time to check out the hotels, make sure all the rooms are good. And Wendy is not in a good place with the girls because we just came from an iced out situation in Miami with Mia and the girls. So let's hopeful that we're still in a good trip. Giselle. Giselle is driving. She's on the phone with Robin and she's talking about her biopsy. It's a painful experience. But it led to Giselle talking about having fibroids. Now, her fibroids have grown to the point where she can't have surgery to remove them. She has to have a full hysterectomy. And that is something terrifying to think about, terrifying to do. You know what I'm saying? So she's like wondering, how is it going to feel afterwards? Will I be able to walk? How will I have sex? Will it feel good to have sex after, a hysterectomy? Who knows, right? And this is something that she never thought to be concerned about because she thought she would never have to worry about her body concerns or anything like that. And wonder, can she still move around? So the assistant of the doctor told her it's not really wise for you to move around. I mean, you can, but it's not really wise for you to do so. But the doctor pretty much said you can just, take it easy. Don't stress yourself. Though that gave her the okay to still do what she wants to do, still plan to do stuff with her daughters and go to Ashley's birthday. Um, then after that, they talk about Karen's live show. Was it a one woman show? What was the purpose of the show? What did the show mean? And then they led to Sharice not being there. They have an issue with Sharice not being there. And on the invite list, she even had Katie Ross on there, and purposely did not invite Sharice. So they're looking like, why would she pretend to not invite Sharice? It was kind of funny though that they try to say that Karen acted surprised and shocked that she didn't invite Sharice. And I'm looking at them like, I know y'all not talking. Robin, you did not invite Wendy when you ran up on her at Ashley's dance party. And everybody was coming at you like that was petty for you not invite Wendy. So you coming at Karen, how it's petty for her to not invite Sharice? She don't like Sharice. She don't fool with Sharice. So why is it such a odd thing for her to do? Like, you could miss me with that. Um, then the hypocrisy and the contradiction coming out of both of their mouths was hilarious to me. Because they felt like her not inviting Sharice was being mean and being deliberately evil. I'm like, it was deliberately evil for y'all to ice out Wendy in Miami when she got a drink thrown at her in Miami by Mia. It was deliberate for Robin to not invite Wendy but wanted to employ Candace to invite her children and not her. Get the fuck out of here. Good night and goodbye. Y'all can miss me with that shit. So then they talk about the video that Sharice reposted about, Karen's boobs being out in Miami. And they're saying that Karen wasn't mad, or she was acting like she wasn't mad, but we know she was. Candace said she called her pissed about the video. But even if she was mad, Giselle, you would have no problem repeating that because you have evidence to see Karen in different light. So Giselle talks about wanting to know the issue, wanting to know the beef between Sharice and Karen. And she's nosy. She admits that. But then she also says she misses the friendship between the three of them. You can miss me with that part, Giselle, because I don't think you want the friendship to get back to where it was. I just think you want everything to be centered around the beef between Sharice and Karen. And I don't know why it's so important to you. It's none of your business as to why Sharice and Karen are not in the good standings. Their friendship is over. They're not friends anymore. You can still carry a friendship with Sharice while still carrying a friendship with Karen. You don't have to bring them together. They're not friends. Leave it at that, okay? And every time we're in the good standings, you want to bring up shit and the energy goes down. So for her and Robin to act like it's such a huge elephant in the room that Sharice and Karen had this big beef that we just gotta figure out, we just gotta know, is bullshit. So for Robin and Giselle to act like it's a huge elephant in the room that they just have to talk about the beef between Sharice and Karen. We haven't talked about Sharice in years. She hasn't been on the show in years. Why are we acting like we're investing to wonder why they're not friends? We don't care. Y'all care because y'all have nothing else to offer. Okay? What was Giselle's storyline other than her girls turning 16? What was your storyline other than you creating issues with other people to not talk about your wedding? Fine. Y'all go away. Go away, go away. Speaking of not have nothing going on, here come Robin. She sits down and have a conversation with her sons about planning a wedding. Her son assumed there was no wedding. Just assumed that y'all was just married. But they're getting married. They're having a wedding. Now the prenup conversation has been over and done with. They can start planning a wedding. A huge weight's been lifted. But she's inviting somebody to make custom suits for the kids and for Juan. And it's just going to be them four. You know, Juan, Robin, and the boys. One of her sons asked, what about grandma and grandpa? Robin said, they are our biggest supporters, but no, they're not coming. We want this to be small and intimate. It can still be small and intimate with your mother and father, Robin. If you said they are your biggest supporters, why would they not want to be there? That makes no sense. Are y'all broke? Could you only afford for you and your two kids? Is that what it is? So, saying that her father will be understanding, but her mom won't be happy because that's her family. You know what I'm saying? Those are her babies. She loves all of them, including Juan. It still don't make no sense as to why you wouldn't invite your parents. The only way you wouldn't invite your parents is if they were not on board with the marriage, but they're on board with the marriage. They're on board with you getting back together with Juan. Why would they not be there for the wedding? Fine. So, where would the wedding take place? One of the boys said Jamaica. Is that too expensive for you, Robin? She said, how about we keep it in Maryland, but maybe Chesapeake Bay? Wasn't that the same area the salad tossing took place? Robin, are you broke or something? Why would you want to say you're planning a wedding and when you hear ideas, you shut it down and say, oh, how about here? It's cheaper. That's what it sounded like. You can't afford Jamaica? You can't afford the tickets? Can't afford the plane fare? Let me know. So it's rushed. When the guy who was supposed to come and make the suits, he said, how long do you plan on getting married? No, yeah, how long do you plan on, getting married? And what's the time frame when you want the suits to be done? She said July. So they must have been around May, June when that happened. So they only gave him a month to come up with 3 custom made suits. And it's like, what the hell? I think that Robin put this in there because the season is literally almost over and she has not said nothing about her wedding. She hasn't done nothing about preparations for her wedding. So now she wants to put a scene that said, look, I'm talking about my wedding. I hired a guy to do the suits. I might buy a veil. I might buy a dress. So y'all can't talk about my wedding like I didn't talk about it. But did we see anything else after that? I mean, the show is over. We're about to plan the reunion really, really soon. And we haven't heard anything about Juan and Robin getting married. I got the marriage license, but when's the wedding? Where's the wedding photos? You know what I'm saying? So everything is coming together. She has to find a dress, no dress, find where they're gonna go. She got the suits. She's planning to go to Mexico for Ashley's birthday. All of this is rushed because you did not want to do it, Robin. You did not want to get married. You did not want to talk about your wedding. So you just don't want to be asked about it. You just want to say, look, I showed it on the show, so don't ask me. Whatever. Mia is working and she's planning to go to the trip to Mexico and talk about how being a mom, you put yourself last, blah, blah, blah. And it does show her clips of being there for her kids while eating, open up another chiropractic joint. And yes, it's completely normal for a wife to put herself last, for a mother to put herself last, because we figured our time will come. We got to be patient. So then she's talking to G about making sure he registered for cupcakes for their son's school. Then talking about she is in a conflict with Jackie. Jackie is upset with her because Jackie did not tell Mia to arrange the nanny for her, or she expected for Mia to arrange the nanny for her. And she's upset because I'm not watching your kids. Why are you telling me to arrange a nanny for your kids? Why don't you arrange yourself a nanny for your kids? So then we give details, which I think were already spread across the internet about who Mia's nanny was. And Mia's nanny is Jackie's sister. And Mia has told Jackie, if you are having trouble finding a nanny, just let me know. You can use mine. Drop your kids off at my house. That's it. No problem. Problem solved, right? But apparently, Jackie might have taken advantage of that. She might have gotten too comfortable with dropping Mia off with with her sister, which is her nanny, and it's making Mia feel like, am I responsible for your kids too? Because they're not my kids, them your kids. So her and G were like, why would she be upset with you telling you need to arrange a nanny for your kids? I don't know. I wouldn't be upset if my friend was in a jam that she didn't handle anything in time because we are going on a trip and she wanted me to do something for her. I wouldn't be upset about that. But if Jackie is solely dependent upon Mia doing stuff for her, then yeah, that should be a conversation. I mean, we saw the dependency when they were in Miami and Jackie didn't bring the necessary items for a trip. No deodorant, no razor, no, anything of essentials, toothbrush, toothpaste, you know what I'm saying? If you can't even figure yourself out to plan for a trip, how should you prepare for yourself to leave a trip when it comes to your kids? You know what I'm saying? So that could be something to be discussed. Ashley. Ashley is preparing to go to Mexico. This will be her first trip that she's taking by herself because she's taking a trip to Mexico for her birthday for the last 10 years with Michael. And she's unofficially a single lady. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to present like she got this, but she is afraid on the other side of not being married anymore. But Ashley, you good. You know what I'm saying? I heard about you're not with Luke from Summer House anymore, but I felt like that wasn't a relationship you should have gotten serious in the first place because you are just coming out of a 8-year relationship with someone. You know what I'm saying? An 8-year marriage. So you shouldn't jump into a serious relationship right now. I think you should have fun. You're young, you know what I'm saying? Just have fun. Um, all the other ladies arrived on the plane. You know what I'm saying? Ashley, Wendy, and Karen arrived first. They were in the car. They started with a beer and a huge bottle of Don Julio. Ashley asked Wendy, are you okay? Can you drink? She said she's fine because Wendy is still recovering from kidney stone surgery. But her doctor said she could drink. Just make sure she drinks lots and lots of water. So Ashley has a lot of plans for them. They can go to a cenote, which is a natural pool. And they're going to do a lot of cultural things in Mexico. And Mexico has a lot of attractions, natural attractions that Ashley loves. She loves adventure. She loves being in a natural state. And they're going to do a whole lot more than just having fun drinking margaritas. They might learn new things about each other. So when they arrive, no, when the ladies arrived from the plane, all the other ladies flew after them. They arrived and they were just coming off of hearing an argument between Jackie and Mia on the plane. And that whole conversation was about how they parent their children differently. You don't raise your kids right. You're a bad mother. It takes a village to do this. Probably a lot of pent up feelings that are just not resurfacing because we did see their friendship implode on the show, especially with the way Mia has been talking to Jacqueline. But Jacqueline, you've been friends with her for so long. I think you carried a pushover trait while being friends with her for so long. You've allowed for her to talk to you like this and you've accepted it. So Mia tells him at the airport that when they were in Karen's show, Gordon called her to tell her to check on Jackie's kids. The nanny was looking for Jackie's kids. And Mia said, talk to Jackie. Those are her kids, not mine. So Jackie got upset that she even say that, but considering the fact that her sister is her nanny, maybe she felt comfortable telling her and not Jackie. I don't know. But if I'm telling you to check on her or telling you to check on your kids, them your kids, but I do have a little bit of an ick that when it comes down to somebody's children doing something, I feel like it's a little bit of a nerving thing to say that go check on your kids, them your kids, them your kids. And I don't know. I just feel like if you're there, you can handle it. Why won't you just do it? I know they're mine, but if you see something, go ahead and just do something about it. But it can come off as, I don't know how your kids are. I could know how your kids are, but I don't think I have the right place to do something. So can you please check on your kids, please? Maybe that's where it is. You know what I'm saying? And Jackie did not effectively communicate that she was using her sister to watch her kids as well as Mia is paying her to watch her kids, that it wasn't right. So now Mia was controlling and Jackie said that she wasn't communicating effectively. Mia telling her what she did wrong. So after that, Mia said her children are her responsibility, not mine. And Jackie said it takes a village. You wouldn't know nothing about that, which is shade towards Mia's upbringing. And if she did say that, damn, that's fucked up. Then Mia said that Jackie don't have any friends. Wow. Ashley has arrived to their hotel room. She's unloading her suitcase and she has vibrators. to give everybody a present for their rooms. And she also said that maybe if they, rub one out, they wouldn't be so irritable. That could be a possibility. So Karen comes in her room. She got a flashlight to put into Giselle's present, which was a little bit of a joke between the girls because Mia did look a flashlight under Jackie's cooch. So that's like the joke of the group. Um, the ladies arrive on the Sprinter van. Candace asked the ladies, do you guys check your vaginas? Like, do you guys take a mirror and look down there from time to time? Which was kind of like, what are you on? Why are you talking about that? Well, it's giving lesbian energy because they're already talking about me and Jackie, and now Candace looking at vaginas or wanted to take a mirror. Like, what's going on down there? Um, so everybody is, coming. But Ashley feels the way that she did not get a gift for Sharice. Now Karen said, oh no, we're good. God is good. I died at that point. In the sprint event, Sharice talks about Karen used to say that Sharice brought a dark cloud in the group when she was around. I mean, Sharice, you gave a hoity-toity attitude. You gave, I'm looking down upon people. Your voice is all nasally. I don't like it. You didn't give nothing. You were boring. But then Karen said, give her champagne. She loves champagne. You know what I'm saying? In the 20 years that I've known her, she's always loved champagne. I don't know who this new Sharice is. Everybody arrives at the hotel, and then they were escorted to a little lounge where Karen set up a happy birthday party for Ashley. Happy birthday, Ashley. She's 34. They have food, drinks, cake. Happy birthday. And like Karen said, it is important to celebrate the birthday girl first. And Ashley feels so happy. She feels so loved. These women have been through ups and downs with her, especially with her marriage with Michael, her having the children, and now she's going back and forth with separating from Michael. She's really doing it now, and this is a good moment for her. These ladies love me. I love them. They're a part of my life. I would not be anywhere without them. So right now, everybody's eating. They're eating, chilling. Mia did not want to sit next to Jackie. She said, I'm not sitting next to that devil. So Jackie was like, oh, really? You were being a devil earlier. They go back and forth. What is happening here? Mia said, this is nothing new. We argue damn near every day, and this isn't the worst fight we ever had. But Jackie said it is the worst fight. But then Mia remembers a time when they were in the 11th grade, and I think Jackie wanted to copy Mia's homework or something, and she said no to Jackie. Jackie threw a brick at her. I was like, is that why you mad? Is that why you treating Jackie like shit because of that? Let me know. Let me know, because how long you been holding on to that? And did you have a bruise from the brick? Where did the brick hit you? Karen want to know, what does Mia do when she's like this? Jackie says she's controlling. Oh, she turns on you. Yes, Mia says she keeps it 100. But Jackie says she has some tension she needs to release. She needs some dick. That's what she needs, some dick. I was like, whoa. What's going on here? Who needs what? Dick? Really? So Mia said, do you want to go there? We can go there. You want to talk about all your dicks? I'm like, what is happening here? Who needs dick? Who has a lot of dicks? What is going on? They go back and forth, say, you need to chill. No, you need to chill. And Mia said, keep your legs close and marry men, bitch. I was like, what the hell? What are we doing here? And then Jackie stands up, screams, I am done with you. Okay, I'm done with you. You hear Candace screaming, no, what's going on? And Jackie, no, and in the airport, Candace told Jackie, you guys are like sisters, right? You guys fight like sisters. You guys sometimes say things you don't mean, but you guys always come back from that, right? But she don't know if they can come back from this. We all see the proof in the pudding. They have not spoken since this. So everybody was like, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute, calm down, Jackie. No, calm down. Because she's screaming, I am done with you. I have fought for you my entire life. I would never do that to you. You are fucked up for that. I will never sleep with your husband. What? You wouldn't do what? How do we get here? How do we get here? You said she needs some dick. She said you have a lot of them. She said keep your legs close to married men. You stand up and say, I will never sleep with your husband. Why was G the first person in your mind you thought about? If you're giving off a little bit of admission that you and Mia probably have done something with G, is that it? Because I want to know. Because that's the first person you thought about. Like I said, let me know. Because is there something we don't know about? Jackie, have you slept with married men before? Because you thought of G. I mean, Mia, I don't. I already said it before, Mia. You are putting yourself in a situation because you keep on throwing out buzzwords of how your relationship and Jackie has been. You know, you called her the sister wife without benefits. So I just want to know. And did y'all notice that when Jackie walked up to Mia, Giselle and Robin did not move? So it's like, what is happening here? Like what is going on? Because nobody says you slept with her husband, but at the same point in time, it's been like a little conversation of how y'all relationship has been anyway. Candace is telling Mia, take your friend outside. I'm not doing that. No, that's your best friend. I don't care. She's had a problem with me for a very long time. Okay, well, still talk to her. Okay, she's crying. Okay, Giselle said, where was the disconnect? How did we get here? Where was the disconnect? Even though, Giselle, where was the disconnect? But you still stayed set, but you still stayed sitting there. You didn't move an inch. You didn't move at all. You enjoyed the show. But apparently, this will be tabled. You know what I'm saying? This will be tabled. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to lose the friendship, but Wendy is looking at the pattern. She had a problem with Wendy. She had a problem with Karen. And now she's falling out with her friend for over 30 years. That is grimy. And it is. Jackie said 30 years of friendship, gone, trash, kaput. Mia was so cold when Jackie said that. She said, fine, done, I'm good. I'm great. Jackie was crying, emotional that she lost her friend in this moment. And Mia wasn't reciprocating that. She wasn't crying. She wasn't hurting. All that Botox must have sucked up her feelings. I don't know. So Mia said she'll always be grateful that Jackie and her mom helped her out and took her in. But I guess at some point she realized that while she made it out, that she's supposed to be owing Jackie for everything. You know what I'm saying? Jackie, getting Jackie the car, helping Jackie out with her children. She felt like an open pocketbook after all her mom did to her. I don't know. But if you, Mia, are the type of person who always wants to brag about what you've done to your friends, I feel like maybe that's where Jackie got that energy from. I don't know. Because you act like you didn't come from humble beginnings, but you did. But you always talk about what you done for a friend. Because you wanted to be known. You helped a friend out. If Jackie was in that same element of being there for you, could you have reciprocated that? I don't know. But again, I said, me, you brought this upon yourself. They don't want to talk about this no more. It'll be tabled for now. Karen has Googled a shaman to give them some cleansing. Ashley is cleansing for happiness. You know what I'm saying? Hopefulness. Then he gets to Sharice. Sharice says she's hopeful, but doesn't want everybody to think that she's being spiteful or doesn't want to be hateful to other people. Something like that. Um, Karen said that this has been Leprechaun is looking for a pot of gold, a pot of friendship. Not gonna happen. Move on. And then they give hugs to everybody, but when Mia was told to give Jackie a hug, she didn't want to receive it because she wasn't ready to receive it. This is some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm really hurt that my friendship with you could be over. Um, this pretty much started the relationship between Candace and Jackie because she never disliked Jackie. She felt that Jackie was misunderstood, confused, and she felt bad for her. The way that Mia would treat her, all the way down to seeing their friendship practically fall apart in front of her. So right now the girls are getting dressed for dinner. Everybody pretty much goes in their rooms. They find their gifts. Robin found a bride to be veil. Mia found a vibrator. Candace found a vibrator. With Robin wearing the veil, she goes outside. It is very windy outside, and the veil flew away. So Ashley, Karen, and Giselle, they arrived first at the restaurant. I loved Ashley's outfit, and I also love Ashley for asking Giselle what happened on her date with Steve. Now, Steve is an old friend of hers. She's known for 30 years, and he's someone who will always be a part of her life. I don't really remember him when they did the flashback. He was introduced 4 years ago. And apparently, after their first date, they kissed, and there was tongue involved. Now, the producers are wondering, what is Giselle's characteristics of a man? What's the main characteristics? She said he has to make me laugh and have a huge penis. I'm like, yeah, that's it. That's all the requirements you need, right? So, um, After that, all the ladies came and they wanted to know how was Michael doing watching the kids while you're here. She also said that she was gifted balloons and her son Dean sung happy birthday to her. And it was a moment where he was singing to her that Michael and Ashley was holding hands. And it got her all in her emotions. So hearing that, she's like, back to I don't know. Back to should I? Back to no, I don't. I see. You know. And Giselle was like, "You are taking us on an emotional roller coaster." I mean, who wouldn't be though? You know what I'm saying, Giselle? Didn't you have a moment or two when you were going through the divorce with Jamal that y'all had a moment where you guys were nice to each other, sweet? There was a moment of touching, moment of affection. You know, it can't be easy to leave a marriage, especially when you've had children, you've had history, you know what I'm saying? So that's usually what happens. Everybody orders drinks. Ashley asks Wendy, is she okay? She's fine. I loved Wendy's outfit as well. Ashley notices the tattoo. Wendy got 5 tattoos. Okay, Wendy. Then we see Jackie and Candace arrive together. They're eating food. Um, Robin talked about her gift. She received a wedding veil, but then it flew away. Karen had me on the floor. She said, girl, that veil knew what it was doing. It left your ass because you've been saying you've been married for the last 7 years. Ain't no marriage in that fake ass ring you got. Ain't no marriage. Good night and goodbye. I was on the floor with Karen reading Robin and her situation. You are never getting married. That's a fake ass ring and a fake ass relationship, and I'm here for it. So Giselle received a flashlight in her gift because it was a joke. That if I get a flashlight, I get a car. But what is the actual conversation? But then Candace brings up the conversation they had on the Sprinter van. Do you guys take a mirror and look down at your kitty cat? Ashley said ever since I had kids, you know what I'm saying? You want to make sure it still looks right. Are you trying to like see the memory of it before anything happens? Yes, because she did have a moment where she thought she was pregnant, but she wasn't pregnant. And this is also another chance for her to start the IVF process again. And now that she was confident that for a moment she could have been pregnant, it makes her even more happy that she would have a successful egg retrieval. So, what's the plans? Ashley is the adventurous one, and y'all gonna have to, like, ask her about it. Giselle starts the drama. Here we go. So, she talks to Karen about Sharice feeling a way that she was not invited to her show. Candace said it wasn't true. Okay, that's not what she told Karen. Giselle, you messing up the message? You messing some things up on purpose? What you doing? So, with Giselle possibly messing up the message to get the drama started between Karen and Sharice, Karen said, well, the picture that you reposted me in Miami, I didn't mind the video. I actually thought it was funny. It would have been funny if you sent it to me. Because you keep on asking me why are we friends, and you trying to keep on begging me friends with your ass. I'm not the one who keeps on wanting to be friends with you. They go back and forth because, yes, Sharice, you have been practically begging for a moment to wonder why you and Karen are not friends. And she said, listen, I don't care if you don't want to be my friend. I don't. What I would care for as a grown woman is to tell me why you don't want to be friends with me instead of talking about me to the other ladies. Karen said, first of all, ain't nobody been asking about your ass in years. Come on, Karen. Years. When she had that years, Ashley and Wendy looked back. I was like, oof, get her, Karen. And they go back and forth again about who was there for who. Were you there for me? Sharice said, were you there throughout my divorce? I lost my father. Were you there for me? Karen said, I was there for you. I said my condolences because that's all I can give you because I had lost my mother as well. Then it flashes 4 years ago at the reunion when Karen realized that both of her parents were gone. And I don't think she even wanted to be at that reunion, if I recall. And yeah, that was very sad and tragic for Karen. And Sharice said she was there for her when her mother died. But Karen felt like when it came down to Sharice going to her mother's funeral, she said that was her ulterior motive to get back into the circle. Giselle, excuse me. Giselle defending Sharice that she did go to the funeral, and Karen told her, "No, sit down. I got this. Sit down. Sit back. You don't need to come to her defense. She don't need no help." And she said, "Calm down. What you will not do is have my mother's name in your mouth. Do you understand me? That's what you will not do." I don't know what got cut off, but with Cherie said she was there for Karen when she went to her mother's funeral, I don't think that was be used negatively, but something got cut out. Something was said that set Karen off. I don't think Karen would have gotten so mad of Cherie's mentioning her mother at her funeral. I don't think so. Like she said, do you understand me? You will not talk about my mother. Listen, I have not talked about you in 5 years, and my mother has been gone for 5 years. 5 years this year, okay? That's what you will not do. You will not bring my mother's name. You will not talk about my mother. I will whoop your ass up in this bitch. Do not talk about my mother again. I was like, Karen, what is happening here? Giselle said she was lost. She was confused. Why am I watching a geriatric fight? I said, I know you're not fucking talking. Giselle, you are 50 years old and you wanted a fight. You wanted an argument to happen between Karen and Sharice. Hence why you opened the conversation. It was going good. The night was going good. It always goes like this. When the night is good, everybody's having a good time. Here comes Giselle starting to miss. Saying geriatric girl, good night and goodbye. And she summed up with, whose man did Sheree sleep with? Was it your man, Karen? The man that you are covering up in these streets with? Because I'm like, really, Giselle? That's how you found out? That's the energy you felt in that fight? Okay. Then it said to be continued because it led to, Karen standing up, Sheree standing up, everybody saying, wait. It's going to be a mess. I was like, Karen, don't fuck with Karen. That's all I'm going to say. This was a lot. I don't know what got cut off or what popped off Karen when Cherie said she was there for her when she went to her mother's funeral. Something got cut off. Cherie's something. I don't know. Because you got me, you know. But I feel like the anniversary of someone else's passing could bring up a lot of emotions, a lot of memories. I can understand it as well. I don't know what happened, y'all. I don't. But y'all, that's it. That's all I have. Please stay tuned for the next video, and I'm going to see you guys later. Bye.